So guys, every time I use this feathering technique on my chicken, people ask me for a tutorial. So I'm going to go ahead and show you once again how to turn this into this. I call it feathering because when you're done, you've left these little marks in the chicken. It actually looks like a feather. It has these little striations. Now the key to starting this is finding the little natural seam on the back side of the breast. That's our point where we're going to start cutting. That's the middle. So the first thing we're going to do is cut off all the fat. I like to trim this up nice and clean. Then we'll go ahead and get going. We're going to find that seam. It's on the back side. And we're going to go with our knife. We're going to cut right down in, almost through, but not all the way. And then we're just going to go back and forth while we gently push to the right. This is just going to open up the chicken. And we don't want to push all the way through because we don't want to cut it. So we're going to spin it around. And once again, back and forth while gently pushing to the right. You don't want to cut all the way through. And this is just going to roll that chicken open, and it's going to leave those little striations like I was talking about. And when you're done, it kind of looks like a big feather. It's pretty neat, and it's not too tough. And this is a great thing to practice if you want to do diced chicken or even chicken strips. Now, this was about a 14-ounce piece of chicken. And in the restaurant business, I would take that, I'd cut it right in half, and I'd have two portions at $3 to $4 a pound, and that's $2 each. That's great. That's a money maker. So guys, I'd use that for my chicken parm or my chicken piccata. But let me show you something else you can do with it now. You can cut this into strips. When you add some batter or some breading, it's going to plump up. And I'm going to get about 15 strips out of this whole thing, which once again is an absolutely great portion cost. So we're going to go ahead and cut our strips. Now this is really good for practicing, because if you want to cut strips or even if you want to just dice it up, then it's okay if you make a mistake because you're just going to chop it up anyways. So oftentimes I like to do this when I dice it up. I'm going to push it all together now, spin it around. We go ahead and do those cuts again. So those strips were about a 1/2 inch wide. Now these cuts are about a 1/2 inch as well. And that's the perfect size little diced chicken. You know, chicken plumps when you cook it, so it's going to fatten up a little bit. It's going to be the perfect bite size. So guys, this is a neat technique. There's a lot of different options you can use. Imagine breading it, adding a couple lemon wedges. Guys, you're going to have the biggest schnitzel in town. Thanks for watching. Cheers, everyone.